Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
What it is, ho? What's up? Rollie left, knotted up. What's good? What's up, MessyMya? It's your girl, MessyMya, and I am back again with another recap. We're going to be recapping Baddies Caribbean, episode 16. This episode was low-key but high-key tea. We had a lot going on in this episode, and I am ready to get into it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so you know every single time I post a new video. It's MessyMya. It's the MessyMya girl. We are lit over here. Trust and believe that. And yeah, let's get into the mess. Okay, so the episode starts off with Biggie and Anna in bed, you know what I'm thinking, smoking a little blunt or whatever, and they are talking about the night before. So, of course, the night before was Lemmy's birthday party, and one of the events that happened at Lemmy's birthday party was basically ET apologizing to everybody, taking accountability, and this, that, and the third. So, because they are close with Tessiki, and Tessiki made up with ET, they were basically expressing their concern, like, you know what I'm saying, I hope Tessiki isn't so quick to forgive E.T. because E.T. does this and she does that. And I just, it's cool that they made up and stuff, but pretty much like they don't want their friend to get hurt. They don't want their friend to trust them. But my thing is, it's like Tessiki is a grown ass woman. Like it really seemed like to me that they did not want Tessiki to make up with E.T. That's really what it sounded like to me. Because if both of them are willing to be grown women and put their issues to the side, I don't understand what's the issue with that, because who said that Tessiki was just going to trust E.T.? Who said that Tessiki and E.T. were just going to be friends just because they made up? Like, please make it make sense. It just don't make no sense. Like, Anna and Biggie were making it seem like Tessiki and E.T. were like the best of friends now that they've made up, which is not the truth. Mariah and Anamax are about to make up. Y'all aren't the best of friends. Biggie and Rollie made up. They're not the best of friends. Like, it just, I don't know. Like, it just seemed like they just didn't want Tessiki to make up with E.T. That's really what it sounded like to me. Because, girl, who said that they were even going to be friends? And who said that Tessiki is naive enough to sit there and trust somebody that she literally went round for last season? Who said that was going to happen? Girl, come on. But they also spoke about the Mariah Lynn thing, and I don't want to speak too much on this because honestly, it's like the 5th or 6th episode that this is being talked about, and I'm just over it. I'm over it, but Anamax seems to have a change of heart. She seems more open to apologizing not only to Mariah Lynn, but to her mother as well, and she is open to making up with Mariah Lynn, which is good. I love it, girl. I love to see it. No shade. Put this to bed. Put it to bed. Like, girl, like, cause no shade. Me personally, she's apologizing, but I'm not gonna say I feel like she shouldn't apologize, but she's better than me. But at the same time, I'm still happy for her because it's like, girl, yes, be a grown woman and put this to bed because the beef is tired. Again, you guys literally beat around the bush when it comes to actually explaining why y'all even got because really, Mariah Lynn's mom, okay, we all know that Mariah Lynn's mom is going to protect her daughter, right? But she's protecting her daughter from something. She felt a way towards Anamax because of something. And that something is the root to the issue, basically their original beef, and they refuse to talk about it on camera. So at this point, I don't even understand why they keep bringing up this mama situation. Like, I want them to make up so y'all can stop talking about it. I'm over it. Stop talking about it, okay? Especially if you're not going to tell us the real tea as to why y'all even started beefing in the first place, as to why Mariah Lynn's mom even wanted to do that to Anamax. Okay, if y'all not going to tell us the real tea, we don't want to hear nothing else about this fight. It's tired. It wasn't even caught on camera. Nobody got a glimpse of it on their camera phone. I don't want to hear about it no more. No shade. Stop talking about it, please. Girl, so in the next scene, we have Mariah Lynn, okay? We got Mariah Lynn and Asian Doll sitting down, girl. As if a couple episodes back, Asian Doll wasn't just using Mariah Lynn's lawnmower, girl, mopping her up and down that field, girl. Okay, pop the blood vessel in her eye. It's just a mess. But now y'all friends, y'all kiki haha. No, like me personally, even if I make up with somebody, no production team, nothing cannot make me sit here and chop it up with a hoe that literally turn my eye into a baseball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, like, me personally, I just can't, because I'm going to act cool and then I'm going to hit you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to crack you. Like, because all I'm going to think about, we're going to be talking, I don't care if y'all call me, I don't care if y'all call me messy. I don't care if y'all call me childish. I don't care. But I'm going to just say this. I just wouldn't be able to, I don't know how they do it. And I understand, like, it's for the sake of the show. And at the end of the day, even though if you get into it with somebody, you still have to continue to film the show. But you're not going to make me sit down with somebody, like I said, who rearranged my eye into a baseball. No. Are you crazy? Who literally mopped me and turned me every way but loose and dragged me like a rag doll. No, in front of everybody on television. No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. I'm not, and they smiling in each other's face too, child. I don't care. I'm not. It's up forever. I promise you, girl. I would have pretended to sit down and act cool, and I would have. As soon as she would have said something, it's like she whooped me. She whooped me. Cracking you. What? Come on, I can't do it. Anyways, so Asian Doll and Mariah Lynn are sitting down, chopping it up as if they literally weren't just degrading each other and talking about, you know what? Y'all gonna call me childish. I'm not childish. I understand they made up, but we can make up, and I'm gonna keep you at a distance, but I'm not gonna be in your face acting like we friends. I don't care. I just can't do it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. This is why Bianca didn't have your back. See, y'all know my ADHD, and I be talking about other stuff, but this is why Bianca stopped fighting for you. This is why Bianca stopped fighting for you, because you literally make up with everybody that you fight with. Like, you literally get drugged, just like last season, how Sapphire and Suki literally ganged up on you. Like, literally, I know you saw your face after that fight with Sapphire, girl, and then you made up with her. But no, ma'am. No. I understand why Bianca didn't fight for you. I wouldn't have fought for you either, because at this point, you just, what? And then how you sitting up here chopping it up with a hoe who literally turned you every way but loose, but your friend that you know for years, you literally don't even talk to her no more, and you ended up fighting her before the end of the season. That's crazy. I just don't understand Mariah Lynn. I really don't. Like, she's smiling in her face too, chap. Man, please. Speaking of Bianca, Sapphire sits down with them and basically tells them what happened the night before. I'm not the one to recap. I really don't want to, but I mean, shit, like, we might as well just talk about it real quick. I still feel the way I feel. I still feel like Bianca is a little scary. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I do like Bianca. I really, really do like Bianca. But I'm not biased. I think Bianca is a little scary because, like I said, Bianca had an opportunity when her and Sapphire sat alone at that table. Bianca had an opportunity to get her one with Sapphire. She did not want to get her one until not only when she had two of her sisters there with her, okay, even though she had the opportunity to get her one with Sapphire at that restaurant or whatever, when Sapphire was calling her all type of B words and cats and girl, you this, you scary, you that. Girl, she had the opportunity. She didn't do anything then. And let's not forget that they were at their CEO's birthday party. Clearly, some of the people were there, got invited for drama. It's clear, okay? But ET got invited, had previous beef with half of the cast, and she didn't get into it with anybody. So, girl, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the point, because I know some of y'all who's going to defend Bianca. Y'all going to be like, oh, yeah, well, the point of them bringing them there was to have drama. But if ET got invited there and she had beef with half of the cast and she still kept it together and did it, especially with her and Rollie, and her and Rollie did not get into it at that CEO's birthday party, Bianca could have held her composure too and got her one whenever she could. But she knew that there wasn't going to be another opportunity where her sisters were there with her. So that's when she decided to pop off, which I feel like is scary. Come on. Anyways, but one thing I do not agree with, because like I said, Sapphire sat down with Asian Doll and Mariah Lynn, started to talk about the whole Bianca thing. She had me up until the point where, no, it was Mariah Lynn who mentioned it and then Sapphire agreed. She was like, oh, but when we were out in the field, and you called out her face, she didn't take it. That's because all of you ganged up on her. Why would she? That don't make no sense. And yes, I do feel like it's scary to a certain extent, only because if somebody call out a fade with me, I'm not ducking nothing. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. I might not be all the way there. But at the same time, I feel like she was also reading the room a little bit. Like, I feel like I said, I feel like a part of me feel like she was scary, but a part of me feels like she was being smart because it was clear that at that moment they had all turned on her. They all didn't like her. They all had their minds made up. They were all crowding around her. DTB snuck her. Biggie, big back self, grabbing the goggles off her head. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's kind of. I give her a pass for kind of ducking the fade with Sapphire in that moment, but I feel like she should have got her fade the next day when her and Sapphire met up alone, but she didn't, which still makes her scary. But still, like, y'all talking about she had a chance to get her one in the field and she didn't do it. Why would she do it? And all y'all were against her. That makes no sense. Be quiet. I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to like Sapphire slowly but surely. No, I think I'm kind of to the point where I kind of like her. So y'all know last season I did not care for Sapphire. I just felt like Sapphire really was just in Sukihana's shadow, which was very sad. Like I said, when she got on the show, she literally introduced herself as Suki's best friend. Girl, get an identity. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, but she also, that whole thing happened with ET and Rollie where she literally did not have Sukihana's back. Then she went behind Sukihana's back and was talking about Sukihana to Sukihana's ops. So it's like, girl, I feel like she showed her true colors. She's just a fake. She's just fake. You know what I'm saying? But her actually by herself separated from Suki, I feel like she's okay. I feel like she's very funny. She brings, like, one thing I can't say about Sapphire is that she doesn't have a personality. That girl is funny. Her confessionals are funny. I don't know. And she's tea. She's cute. I feel like Sapphire, I like Sapphire this season. Y'all let me know. Do y'all like Sapphire better this season than last season? Let me know, though. They also get to talking about the whole Anna and Mariah thing. Honestly, like I said, I'm over this. So let's just, because, girl, we're going to have to get into it again. That's what I'm saying. Like, they talk about the same thing each scene. The same thing each scene. Girl, like, I'm not finna, no. Okay, so in the next scene, Scotty, Natalie, and Rollie, a.k.a. the girl sisters, a.k.a. the credit face sister girl, the camera keeps zooming into their face, and I'm telling y'all, their skin is so bad. Like, no shade to the girls with acne or who don't got clear skin, but, like, their skin is bad. Like, oh my goodness, child. Scotty's skin is clearing up, but Rollie and Natalie's, I swear it gets worse, especially Natalie's, girl. Oh, girl. Natalie's craters get worse every time I see her on screen, girl. It gets worse, girl. Anyways, next. They're recapping ET coming to the part. At this point, ET might, like, literally, like, y'all might as well just let her become a part of the cast. Like, child. Anyways, so ET, they're talking about ET and ET apologizing, this, that, and the third, making amends with everybody. They're also recapping Bianca coming, and then they talk about the dinner that they're going to have the night ahead. Honestly, this scene was not tea. This scene was not really, like, there's nothing to this scene at all. It's literally just a bunch of recaps. So, girl, next. Okay, so we finally get to Mariah and Anamax scene. They are sitting on the beach. It looks cold. I'm not going to lie. It looks cold. They're sitting on the beach. And they get to talking about the whole situation. And Anamax gets emotional immediately. So does Mariah Lynn. This was the first real, it was just so real, raw, emotional. I'm not going to lie. Although I'm very much tired of the situation, to see them put the situation to bed, finally make up and talk about it and let their feelings off their chest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really did like this scene. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know I don't even care for Mariah Lynn, and Anamax be getting on my nerves. But this scene between these two, you know what I'm saying? Very much real raw. I loved it. I loved this scene. I really did. I really hope and I pray that after this, we don't got to hear about this situation no more. Please. Y'all, not only did you got into it with her, like I said, not only will y'all not even tell us the real reason as to why this beef even started, which fueled the situation with Mariah Lynn and with Mariah Lynn mama and Anamax, y'all won't tell us that. But not only will y'all not tell us that, we didn't get a glimpse of it, so we don't even know what happened for real. Not only that, but y'all fought, and not only that, but y'all now made up. Please don't talk about this tired ass situation again. Please and thank you. Okay, put it to bed. Thank you. This scene definitely made me tear up a little bit. Like, I'm just like, y'all know, like, listen, okay. This scene definitely made me tear up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was just, it gave. You know what I'm saying? Like, it felt like a real real raw reality TV show. Like, because some of I feel like this show centers around recap scenes and fighting so much. Like, it's either them fighting or them literally getting together for these scenes that are not genuine and not real, and you could tell that and you could just tell they'd be like, and action. Like, it just don't give. But this scene gave, no shade. It really did. I like this scene. Okay, so the very next scene, the girls are getting ready to go to dinner, but then before actually going to dinner, Rollie and Natalie go to another restaurant to meet up with ET. So this is my thing. Okay, so before we get into ET and Rollie, I want to get into Natalie first. Natalie, you are a scary ass, crater face ass, long chin ass bitch. Girl, you're scary. I'm not gonna lie. You're scary. You're scary. I don't care what nobody say. Natalie is a scary ass hoe. No shade. Let's be for real. You really, man, please. I could just tell, girl, this girl is so scary. Oh my God. All right, so first of all, them confessionals, mama, and what you be doing in person don't match. I'm so tired of the confessional thugging. I'm tired of the confessional gangster bullish. I'm so tired. Okay, I'm so tired. Y'all pump out y'all chest and pop slick in the confessionals, and then when y'all be in person with the person, y'all don't have that same energy. I don't like it. Scotty just did the same thing, talking about she checking somebody's temperature. You ain't checked nobody's temperature, and I like Scotty, but girl, you're a little delulu. Who's who? Because I feel like ET wasn't checked. Okay. Me personally, girl, she leaked your number that you had for years. I feel like you wasn't mad enough. Talking about you checking somebody's temperature. Girl, you didn't check nobody's temperature. No shade, you didn't. Okay. But let's get into Natalie. Natalie is in her confessionals, popping it real good too, girl. Talking about, I slapped it out of her. Like, girl, boo. If I don't get an apology, I'm a girl, boo. I hate ET. I'm a girl, boo. Girl, you're scary. I see scary. Girl, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. Girl, you're scary. Oh my soul, you're so scared. She's so scary. Like, popping it so slick and making it sound so good too, girl. And that energy was not kept in person. If you hate ET so bad and you literally have to say, like, I literally hate her. Like, I hate. If you hate her so bad, why you ain't, what's up? Like, why you ain't keep that same energy in person? Girl, you ain't even pop slick to ET. You ain't even, I feel like the least you could have do bare minimum was at least pop your ish a little bit. You ain't pop nothing. You weren't even talking your ish in person. She literally came to the reunion. First of all, she came to the reunion. She lied on you, lied to everybody, told them that you were going to quote unquote set her up. That's why she, you know what I'm saying? And y'all had already built some type of bond before that. So she didn't even care enough to come to you and ask you, hey, is this what it is? No, she took somebody's word for it, if somebody even told her that. Because me personally, I feel like nobody told her that, because she got called out for her lies on camera when Rollie went to go confront the person. So I don't even think anybody told her that. I really feel like she came up with it by herself to try to attack you to girl. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Girl, I feel like Natalie, you should have did it. You should have did it. And then my thing is Natalie was popping all that in the confessionals, but y'all had just made up at Lemmy party. Not made up, but y'all was cool. She was around you. She was behind the DJ booth. Y'all was with her, this, that, and the third, but you're still popping it. None of the energy that you had in the confessionals, Miss Confessional Thug, a girl, boo. Girl, none of that energy was reciprocated in person, girl. And I'm not saying that ET is the scariest person alive. Lord knows she's no Testiki. But girl, I think that you're a little bit afraid of her, girl. I think she pumped a little fear in your heart, girl. Because you didn't have no energy with her when y'all was face to face. You damn near begged for an apology. Stop. And you stuttering too, girl. You stuttering like hell when you asking for them. First of all, you shouldn't even have asked for an apology. You should. I'm open up. We're never going to be cool again, but I'm open up for forgiveness if you're willing to apologize. Girl, what? Girl. She literally rushed you for absolutely no reason, just because she felt like doing it over a lie that she came up with. And you're the EP, you're the creator of the show, you're supposed to be the boss. You literally let somebody from another network, placement knock you out of your chair. Knocked you out your wig. You went without your wig for the whole rest of the reunion, girl. She messed up your $5,000 shoes. You looked a mess after that. I could tell that you were hurt after that because y'all had built some type of something because Natalie was on mute the rest of the reunion. Natalie, you're a punk. You should have got your lick back. And if you weren't going to get your lick back, you should not have been popping it like that in them confessionals. You're up, girl. You're scary. There's nothing else about it, girl. You're scary. I can't even. And she leaked your number. So not only did she do what she did to you at the reunion, let's rephrase it again. Knocked you up out your chair, knocked you up out your wig, literally flipped you over in the chair, ran up on you, put her hands on you after all you did for her. But she also leaked your number after that. And you claim that you had this number for years. That's how everybody reached you. You were so hurt. Why you just, man, please, girl. Please, girl. If it was, girl, you got more energy towards Scotty than you do with ET. It don't make no sense. Girl, you literally put your hands on Scotty on Baddies West for simply getting off the bus and checking on you. And because you felt like she was trying to be funny with Krishan. But ET did all this stuff to you. And you can't even get your lick back. You're a punk. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me no more. Next. Now let's get to Rollie. Y'all, let's get to Rollie and ET now. Now, Rollie. I'm not going to lie. When ET walked in and Rollie was... oh my gosh. I'm not going to like what I'm about to say. But I don't care. When ET came in and Rollie was describing ET as she came... Hold on. Let me watch that scene one more time. And I'm going to tell y'all exactly what she said. She said ET is walking up in here with these Gucci glasses on, this two-piece she got on from Rainbow. And she said a promo... and she said a promo wig that she got on for free by sitting in somebody's... Girl. But, oh my gosh. I'm not going to lie. What I'm going to say is that Rollie ate ET up verbally. She ate her up. She gagged her verbally. We're talking about verbal right now. Let's get into the argument first because that's what happened. Verbally, Rollie tore ET up. Like literally at certain points in between the arguments, it was certain points where poor ET was like either stuttering, hesitating, or she just stopped speaking for a little bit. Like she would just be so gagged by what Rollie would say to where she would literally just stop speaking for like a second and then she'll start back talking ish. But girl, you could just tell, Rollie was eating her up, girl. She said with that free promo wig on. But my thing is Rollie, didn't you get all your surgeries for free? Never mind. Girl, bye. Didn't you? You did the same thing with Goals. Like Goals literally gave you a free BBL so you could promote their company. Girl, pot calling the kettle black. And then Rollie talks about the promo wig that ET got on, right? And she said basically like, she better act right. She better not say nothing slick or I'm gonna make her come up out that wig. I'm gonna snatch it off, which is very ironic because Rollie ended up without her wig too by the end of the night. Rollie got snatched up on her wig too, but I digress, child. So in this scene, I feel like Scarface and Rollie, I feel like they look good in this scene. I'm not gonna lie. I think Rollie is eating the girls up this season. I'm not gonna lie. I do. And I feel like Scarface looks cute too. So ET sits down and Natalie starts off basically saying like, not only am I disappointed about the reunion, which we already talked about and got over, but I'm also disappointed that you leaked my number. Girl, what are you going to do about it? Again, like, it's just like no shade. And I feel like, I don't care what y'all say. I don't care. Like, I don't feel like Natalie was being mature. I feel like Natalie just don't want no smoke with ET. That's what I really feel like. I feel like, man, because I just know it's one thing if Natalie was always like this, always willing to talk it out and be mature and sit down and be a grown lady about things. But we all know that this is not how Natalie is with everybody. So if this is always Natalie who's willing to talk it out, then that would be, it would be like, all right, cool. But you're not always like that. So I feel like you're a picky choosy. I said what I said. Get your old crusty, dusty, credit face ass in the field, hoe. Get in the field, hoe. That's it. Get in the field. You so mad. You so mad. Get in the field. Especially because, and then how I know, I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, you just don't like for Natalie to be mature. You da-da-da. No, it's not that though. Like if Natalie was normally mature and always talked out her situations without resorting to getting into it first, then that would be different. But don't be mature in one scene. Don't be mature in one scene, but in your confessionals, you're popping a girl. You're singing a different tune in your confessionals, girl. No, ma'am. Okay, girl, which one is it? Are you mature or are you with it? Which one? Because in your confessionals, I would have thought that you was with it and that you would have popped off on her in person, but you didn't. You was trying to talk it out in person. Girl, you ain't say none of that. None of that in the confessionals that you said. You ain't say it to her face, girl. So no, I'm not. No. And that girl, Natalie did, and then Natalie damn near begged for an apology, for like literally asked for the apology, right? Again, singing a completely different tune in her confessionals than what happened in person. So. But ET's apology really wasn't even an apology. It was more so like if you feel like I'm wrong, then I'm sorry. It wasn't like, oh, I'm wrong. I'm completely wrong. You took me under your wing. You let me in house A. I was with you all the time. You paid for this. You paid for that. You were good to me. You were a good friend to me. You know what I'm saying? And I was so wrong. I genuinely apologize. And I feel bad for even messing something like that up. I should have never did that to you. And I should have been grateful for the opportunity. Like, because in the confessionals, Natalie was trying to make it seem like, oh, yeah, well, she apologized. And then, no. That was not a genuine apology. Like, the way that she was with Tasiki and Scotty, apologizing to them was not the way she apologized to Natalie. So I just, no. If I was Natalie, ET would have got cracked. Because I don't even feel good. You apologizing, and I don't even feel like you being for real. I feel like you're trying to be cute. Moral of the story, Natalie's a punk. Next. So Rollie and ET get to talking, and of course Rollie opens up the conversation, and Rollie immediately tells ET that the same girls, basically the Now That's TV girls, the same girls that you pop slick about and talk about behind their back, you're on live talking about them with me. And I'm just like, oh, girl. Girl, what's she doing, girl? One thing about it, in 2 days for sure, Rollie is going to tell it, girl. Rollie, girl. If that's true, listen. Girl, boo. So anyways, Rollie starts to talk about the interviews that ET went off and did. She started to talk about the lives that she went off and did. And, basically brought up everything that was done after the reunion, which is crazy because I kept up with it in real time and I knew exactly what she was talking about. Only one thing, though, that she failed to mention. When Scarface went on the Liddy show, right, and did an interview right after, I think it was like the day after the reunion, right? Scarface was still defending Rollie to a certain extent because everybody was talking about how Rollie did not help ET at all. And ET definitely went on that interview and cleared that up and said that, no, that's not true. She helped me when she could. We both had to run fades. We both had fades to run, multiple fades to run. And she did what she did. She did what she could to help me. That part, ET was telling the truth. Because at one part within the argument or whatever, at the beginning of the argument, when it was still calm, ET was like, no, I actually, I cleared your name. Like, I cleared your name in one of those interviews. And Rollie was like, no, you didn't. But she literally did. Hold on, I'm going to try to find it. Hold on real quick.
It was a lot going on, and me and Rollie both had a lot of fades to catch. So it was like, me and her was like the main targets. She had multiple fades. I had multiple fades. We were just trying to get through them all. You feel me? I do feel, she was tired. Shit, I was just like, goddamn, let me catch my breath. I'm going to come back. Shit. We did what we could with all the ganging up on us shit. Like, even when, I ain't even going to speak, but somebody came out of nowhere on her, and I ran up on them. I'm like, nah, you're not just going to catch her while she's sitting down trying to rest.
Okay, so on the inside, you felt like y'all did the best y'all could for each other.
Yeah, when I was fighting and shit, getting jumped and shit.
So Rollie definitely, told a little fib about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because ET was trying to clear her name, like, from the beginning. Like, that interview was literally the day after. I don't even think it was like 24 hours after the reunion actually happened. As you can see, ET was speaking low. She could literally barely speak. Her face was so damn swollen. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah, girl, she definitely was still having your back, still trying to clear her name, even when her friends were going online talking about how you left her and you didn't have her back during the reunion. But at the same time, there were lives where, her friends from Now That's TV, they a little messy, girl. They were asking ET, like, girl, like, what is going on with you and Rollie? And, like, literally, ET would get silent. She literally wouldn't say anything. So, some of the things that Rollie was saying were definitely true. But that one thing was definitely a lie. Because ET, she spoke up for Rollie when it came to, the whole thing about having each other's back at the reunion. She definitely spoke up for Rollie when it came to that. So, yeah. Anyways, so Rollie addresses everything, like I said. And also, Rollie also said, one of the things that Rollie also said, which was a lie, was that ET got on live and basically said that Rollie left her on stage. ET never got on live and said that. But I think everything else that she said was accurate to my memory, to my understanding. It's like the battle of the liars. They both just lie so damn much. It's like they lie to the point. They lie so much to the point where you don't even know, like, what's the truth and what's not. But again, we've seen this play out in real time. So it's like, Rollie, girl, like, why are you you're literally a liar. She never said that. On live, at least. She never said that on live. Ever. Okay, so we're getting more and more into the confrontation, into the argument. Rollie is getting more. You can see her getting more and more mad. Like, you could see it. Like, girl, you could tell she's getting more and more irritated as she's sitting there. So then they finally get to the phone situation where ET leaked everyone's number, including Rollie's. And oh, girl, Rollie is mad about that, girl. Okay, so they start talking about the leaking of the phone number. And I'm not gonna lie, ET, girl, you are childish, boo. I'm not gonna lie, there's no reason to really leak anybody's personal information. But I don't know why I felt like ET was gonna eat that explanation down, because she pointed her finger at Rollie. She said, why I leaked your number? You wanna know why I leaked your number? And then Rollie was like, why? This whole ET said, popping out her gums, talking out her gums, her big gums, talking about I leaked your number because you stopped answering my phone calls. Girl, what? Girl, you cannot be for real. Girl, I'm like, ain't no way, girl. Ain't no way. Are we sitting here? I say, ain't no way. I'm sitting here listening to this right now. Girl, I don't know why I thought she was going to eat that explanation down, girl. She was so confident, girl. She had her Gucci glasses on. She was pointing her finger in Rollie's face. She said, why I leaked your number? You want to know why I leaked your number? Because you stopped answering. Girl, what? So she stopped answering your phone calls, and I understand where she's coming from, because clearly, you know what I'm saying, she had got turned every way but loose. I'm your friend. Girl, where are you? Why aren't you here for me? But you leaked her number because she stopped answering your phone calls. Girl, you're a child. You're childish. Go, like, literally, for real, go get some help. And then and then she said, see me, Rollie. If I was Rollie, ET would have got popped way before she got popped. Okay. Girl, that purse would have been across that table as soon as she would have said that, because there's no way you feel like you're eating it up. And she's smiling too. She pointed her finger. She confident. She's smiling. She think it's funny. Oh, because girl, what? No, now I'm finna crack you. Cause ain't no way we sitting here having this conversation, and then you gonna sit here and in the same breath tell me that you're not childish. Baby, you're childish. Baby, you're a child. You're a child. You literally leaked somebody's number on the internet because they stopped answering your phone calls. That is childish. I hope nobody else ever give ET their number again. Girl, boo, bye. Okay? But I'm telling y'all, it was at certain points of this argument where Rollie was eating ET up so bad, like verbally. I'm telling y'all, it was certain point. Like, ET, you're not much of an arguer, are you? Because I feel like there is, just like there are a lot of reads for ET, there is a lot of reads for Rollie too. Girl, there's no way you sat up there and let Rollie eat you up like that. Rollie. Silence you and eat you up the way she did. I'm telling you, it was too many points in that argument where ET was hesitating to say something, where she stopped talking for a second because she got eaten up so bad she didn't know what to say, or she was shocked by what was said. Girl, no. like I said, it's a lot of ways that you could read Rollie up, down, around town, pound town, all that, girl. You didn't do it, girl. I don't know. She didn't. Girl, Rollie ate her up, girl. Verbally, Rollie had that, girl. She said, ET said, you're doing too much. Rollie said, you're not doing enough. That's why you're not on this season. Oh my God. Girl. I don't want ET to come back. I'm sorry. I do. I think ET deserves a redemption. But, girl, Rollie ate you up, girl. She said, no. You're doing too much. No, you're not doing enough. That's why they didn't call you back for the next season. That's why you're not on the next season. Oh, my goodness, girl. And literally, when she said that, ET, because you could tell they were just, when you arguing and you just saying whatever. So, like, ET was about to say something right after that. But then when it really settled in as to what Rollie just said, when it really settled in with her, when it really sunk in, girl, that girl shut up so quick. She didn't say nothing else. Well, she stopped talking for a second, and then she started to talk again, and hesitating and stuttering. Yeah, I'm doing enough. That's all she's. Girl, bro. She is not messing with Rollie verbally, girl. Rollie ate her up, girl. Verbally, she did. No shade. I leaked your number because you didn't answer your phone. And then, like I said, and then in the same breath, got the nerve to say that she's not a kid, girl. That is some childish stuff. No, that is childish. Very much so. No, ma'am. And then, like I said, and then in the same breath saying that she's not a child, but then turning around and be like, yeah, I did. And I don't care. I did that. ET, girl. I'm not going to lie. This entire argument was very comical. It was very entertaining. It was very funny. And I just want to say thank you to both ET and Rollie for this moment right here. Thank you. It was fun. Oh, even though I feel like at certain points, ET was getting eaten up by Rollie, it was still funny on both parts. Like, they were both funny in this moment right here. This is the most personality I've seen from ET in a minute, girl. Listen. And like I said, Rollie increasingly is getting mad. So she gets up from the table. She gets up and she starts to eat ET down. Like, eating her up so bad. She basically is like, what'd she say? She's saying, like, I don't care that you're from the hood or something like that. But she said, you're never going to make it out because you don't know what you're doing. Or she says, I'm talking about, like, had E.T. quiet. Like, I'm talking, oh my goodness. All right. So anyways, that's basically their argument. Rollie won the verbal for sure. So Rollie walks around the table. Okay. And they're still going back and forth. Now, Rollie hits ET. She ends up clocking ET with a purse. Okay. They're basically going back and forth. They're still arguing. It's still heated. Rollie is walking away. She's basically like, this is childish. She's childish. I'm not going to sit here and argue with somebody who's literally a kid. Like, I'm not going to do it. So she gets up. She walks around the table. She ends up clocking ET with her purse. And I'm talking about ET cracked her about 2 or 3 times before she even had the opportunity to hit her back. So listen, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into the altercation. So me personally, please listen to me. Me personally, my opinion. I feel like it was a tie. I feel like they were equally cracking each other. Like when they were literally like I said, ET had already hit Rollie about 2 to 3 times before Rollie had the opportunity to crack her back. But once they actually both started to crack, they were cracking each other. Both of them were. Okay? But if we're going to talk, so I feel like it was a tie because, again, they were both connecting. They were both getting each other, right? But if we're going to go based off of damage, then I'm going to be leaning more towards ET because ET's face was fine. ET only got snatched up by her wig, okay? But Rollie was actually, like, scratched up, knotted up. She was knotted up. Like, she literally had a knot on her head. She was bleeding. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to talk about who did the most damage, then I'm leaning more towards ET. But if we're going to base it off of who was cracking who the most or who was cracking who, then both of them got that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was a tie. I'm gonna say I feel like it was a tie, but I'm gonna lean more towards ET. But I still feel like it was a tie. But if I had to absolutely pick, it would be ET. Yeah. But I still feel like it was a tie. I said what I said. But girl, it was just a mess. It was a mess. Me personally, I feel like Rollie thought that ET was gonna be an easy fight. I do. I feel like she did. Like, I feel like she thought she was going to crack ET with that purse and mop the floor with her. And it literally did not happen that way. Like, at all. Like, you did not mop the floor with her the way you thought you were going to. You know, she gave you a good one. Me personally, I feel like it was a good fight. Like, I really do. I can say that. I feel like they were both getting each other. I feel like nobody really got the best of anybody. Like, they both stood on their 2 feet. Nobody fell down. Nobody was just getting mollywopped. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like they both did really good. E.T. E.T. got her, girl. I'm not gonna lie, girl. Okay, E.T. got her. You know what I'm saying? I feel a lot of ways about the fight, but I do feel like I feel like it was a good one. So after they are broken apart, Rollie is trying to pick up anything and chuck it at a girl. I'm like, somebody please get this stuff away from Rollie, girl. Somebody please get this stuff away from Rollie. Rollie is calling her all types of broken, girl. You gonna get, I'm not gonna lie. I just don't feel like the broke thing is really, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like it's a gag. I don't feel like you're eating her up by telling her that she's broke, especially I just don't feel like that, especially because before Zeus, where were you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not really a gag. Like, it would make more sense if Rollie came from money, or Rollie like was financially stable before Zeus, but that's not even the case. You know, like, girl, you were living in a chicken shack last year. Like, you know, no shade. I'm not trying to shade her at all, but I'm just saying, like, you're hollering broke this and broke that when you're not. You know, girl, you know what I'm saying? But one thing was a read, and I hate that I feel like it was a read because it has something to do with the whole broke thing. And I don't think the broke thing is funny. But one thing that kind of like left my mouth open was when Rollie told ET, you came here and you still finna go home broke. They flew you out here and you still finna go home broke. I felt bad. I ain't gonna lie, I felt bad, girl. I think ET should come back. I do. I feel like they should give ET another opportunity to come back. I feel like she should have a redemption season. I feel like if Biggie was able to come back on Baddies East and have a redemption season, and, you know, Scotty had her redemption season after how many seasons on the show? Girl, you know what I'm saying? I feel like ET deserves a redemption season. I mean, she has the girls buzzing. The girls are buzzing about the fight. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I want her to also come to the reunion. Like, I feel like ET deserves another chance. She made up with everybody. She took accountability. The only person she really didn't take accountability for was with Rollie, and that's because her and Rollie have so much animosity. But I really would not look at me writing for ET again, girl, as if we didn't already go through this and she disappointed me. But I feel like if she comes back, she's gonna do okay. I feel like she's gonna do okay. Okay, so fast forward to the little dinner, and Rollie and Natalie surprisingly get there first, which is crazy because the scene before the actual scene with ET, the girls were getting ready. So, you know, they show up first, and then all the girls come in. So let's just skip to let's just skip. Okay, so girl, basically the most irrelevant ones, which are the replacements, they go, okay, so first of all, before the replacements actually go in the line and tell each other how they feel, tell the other girls how they feel about them, Natalie tells them that they will finally be moving into the baddie house, and then Natalie gives Asian Doll a chain, but then Meatball is like foaming at the mouth, so desperate for a chain, fiending for a chain so bad, and she asks Natalie, well, no, I'm not mad that she asked Natalie what's a baddie, because I feel like it's a valid question. Like, at the end of the day, what do you have to do to get a chain? Like, what do you have to do to get a chain? Because I've been here ever since I stood on business. I've been getting into it with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Like, what do you exactly have to do to get a chain? So I understood her then, but I feel like she really just I don't know. I feel like she fiending for a chain. It's just weird to me. Like, anyways. And then when Natalie was talking about how she took her own chain off her neck to give to Tinkerbella, and she was telling Tinkerbella how she felt about her, Meatball was still foaming at the mouth, still looking mad. You're an angry bird, girl. You're a big, sloppy back ass angry bird who can't even be happy for her own friend. Girl, bye. I'm over it. Like, I'm done. I can't. Anyways, so besides all that, now that I got all that out the way, because I was really finna skip over all that, the irrelevant replacements go in a, girl, I'm not gonna call them irrelevant. That's rude. The replacements basically go down the line, and you can tell that this was so produced. This was so produced, girl. I definitely believe Nunu now, because Nunu basically got on live and said that the producers made them go up there and do that. And you can just tell it was so produced. It was out of nowhere. They came in all smiles, talking to everybody, and then all of a sudden, all y'all going down the line, talking about how y'all feel. We're going to start with the most irrelevant one first, which is going to be Jelly Roll. When Callie called her Jelly Roll, I was so weak. With Jelly Roll, girl, I don't even, honestly, before Callie actually stood up and started to throw things at her, I honestly don't even remember, like, no shade. I don't even remember what she was saying. It was so irrelevant. Like, what? I don't even remember what she was. So basically, Jelly Roll is talking girl. Jelly Bean is talking girl. And Callie is basically telling her to shut up. Like, she's like, girl, shut up. We don't care. Callie stands up. Then Jelly Bean stands up. Then I think Kiva stood up. So Gretch stood up. Girl, the way that Gretch rides for Callie, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care too much for Gretch. But girl, she not going to let nobody play with her friend. You know what I'm saying? Once multiple people started to stand up when Callie stood up, and they stood up for Jelly Bean, girl, Gretch was on that girl. She said, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey, girl. Y'all not finna gang up on my friend. So this altercation went nowhere. Security would not let them get to each other, which I don't understand why. I I can't believe these two are even still beefing. I honestly forgot that they were beefing. Like, this is the most irrelevant scene in this little thing. So let's just move past that. So Big Kiva, I don't understand. I want to like Big Kiva so bad. I really do. I want to like her. She seems like when I look at the show and I see like who's like, who's like a real person. Like, I think she just seems so real to me is what I'm trying to say. So I want to like her so bad. But this scene right here, I just didn't understand it at all. Like, how are you telling somebody that you don't know at all that they switched up on you? I don't understand. And I definitely believe Nunu now, because Nunu also said not only did production pull them aside and tell them to start stuff with the girls, but she also said that production wanted to get basically get a reaction out of Tesiki. I believe that now, because they also had Big Kiva confront Tesiki, and it just didn't make any sense. So Big Kiva basically called them out for, she called them out for ganging up on her. And she also said that Tesiki switched up on her. But how did Tesiki switch up on you when Tesiki don't even know you like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Tesiki literally doesn't even know you. I just didn't understand this part. I felt like it was very irrelevant and it was a waste of my time, and I just want to move on. So, like, next, Tesiki didn't do anything. Tesiki was very calm, very much unbothered. Like, girl, I don't even know you like that. Well, she honestly was nice about it. Like, she was like, clearly, I'm going to consider Tinkerbella more of a friend, or more of we're going to be closer or I'm going to have her back over yours because I just know her more. I'm in the house with her. We have more of a bond than I have with you. I don't know you like that, pretty much. So, girl, that was what it was. I just didn't understand it. I feel like it was very dumb. Nunu versus Anamax. Okay. So Nunu. So this back and forth was actually very entertaining to me. I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel like it was. And I feel like Anamax ate her up verbally. But I just know if they would have fought, like, for real, like, got into it, Nunu would have mopped the floor with Anna. Like, she would have mopped the floor with her. But it's just like, I don't know. It was just very entertaining to me. I'm not going to lie. I did enjoy this back and forth. I felt like it was funny. I did. On both parts. But Anamax was eating her up. But, like, Nunu was saying some things, too, that was also funny. And her energy, like, even though she didn't win the verbal, her energy was so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it still made it a good back and forth. And that whole scene was the end of it. Now that I look at it, I'm not really, because they only really showed us one part on the preview. So now that I actually look at it and saw the argument, the full argument, I'm not so much more like mad at Nunu, because I, like, you know, she mentioned that her mom passed away and stuff. So I understand more now, but I just feel like you're talking out of turn, because you just don't, you don't know what happened. You wasn't there. It had nothing to do with you. It's not like you and Mariah Lynn are friends. So it's not even like you owe Mariah Lynn the loyalty to even speak up for her against Anamax. You know what I'm saying? And then Anamax and Mariah Lynn already made up. And again, it just had nothing to do with her. Like, yeah, so I feel like all that tied in together. I just feel like Nunu's opinion on the matter it didn't make any sense. And, well, it made sense, but it was just irrelevant and just like, just completely out of turn to me, you know. And then not only that, but like, what is, again, I keep saying this over and over and over, but clearly nobody understands. Nobody's going to sit there and get beat on like a drum by somebody's mom. I don't care whose mom you are. And like I said, half of the girls on the cast are mothers, and y'all still be getting them. So I honestly don't want to hear it. Like, I just feel like it's a little bit hypocritical. And yeah, like I said, not only did they make up, so you're low-key adding fuel to the fire by even bringing it up again. So not only did they already make up and talk about it, okay, but Anamax apologized for it. And okay, she was defending herself. Like, I just feel like it was just, and then, like I said, Nunu girl, you weren't there. You're not friends with Mariah. You're not Mariah Lynn's mama. You're not her sister. So why are you even, you know what I'm saying? Why? Girl, be quiet, please. You let production put a battery on your back, and that's it. That's all. Like, you admitted it. They told you to do something. You did it. Girl, you know, that's it. But I'm not, like I said, I feel like she was talking out of turn, and I felt the way I felt. I just felt like her opinion was really like just irrelevant towards the situation. But I'm not as mad as I thought I was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, you know, the back and forth was entertaining. I'm not going to lie. It was. So that little dinner scene is where the episode ended. I'm not going to lie. This episode was tea. It was entertaining. I did like this episode. Not going to lie. We had many layers of this episode. We got the little recap scenes that are forced on us. We got, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just recaps and fights, or it wasn't just nothing. You know what I'm saying? They had multiple things going on. They went out to dinner. They talked a little bit. They had fun a little bit. You know, we got some arguments. We got a fight. Girl, I feel like this episode, we got a little bit of everything. Okay. And not to mention, we also got an emotional, real raw scene from Mariah Lynn and Anamax. So I did absolutely love this episode. No shade. I really did. It was tea. I liked it. But y'all go ahead and check out my last few videos. You know your girl uploads daily. Thank you so much for everything. I love you guys so much. We hit 25K subscribers. If you made it this far into the video, I'm gonna need for y'all to drop a what emoji do I want y'all to drop? Hold on. If you made it this far, drop a moon face emoji. The dark one, girl. Drop a moon face emoji to let me know that you made it to the end. You stuck with me to the end, girl. This video is almost an hour. You're a real one if y'all sat here and heard me clock tea and talk my ish for an hour. I love y'all so much. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Also, basically stating your opinion on the episode and this recap, whether you agree with me or not. Y'all know I am open to all opinions. I love y'all so much. It's MessyMya. I'm out. Bye.